Now is BYU tight end Isaac Rex on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline via Zoom. Isaac, welcome to BYU Sports Nation. How are things going?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. My first time on, and I've been waiting for you guys' invite forever. So
it's about time. Yeah, you bet, man. It's a long overdue debut for you. You served a 2-year mission in Samoa, so let's start there. How was Samoa, and how much football was discussed there as you prepared to come back to BYU?
Zero football was discussed there. I was focused on the Lord mostly. Shout out my boy Elder Fano. He actually works with you guys. He's the man. But Samoa is the greatest place in the world. I miss the people there so much. They're probably the most humble, loving people ever. They love missionaries. They're really open to hearing the gospel. I miss Samoa so much, and Samoa is probably the greatest place for me as a missionary to go to. So I know the Lord knows and calls us every day to serve his people. So Samoa was the greatest place in the whole world, and I'm so excited to maybe go back there one day. So
Isaac, I assume this is going to be different for everybody, but for someone in your situation where you're a Division I athlete, you chose to serve a mission, how did that experience prepare you to be an athlete at this level?
It really maybe doesn't help you physically, but mentally, spiritually, it helps you in those aspects. Waking up and having a plan every day, trying to, help other people out, being a good teammate, being a good companion to, like maybe if you're in a tight end room, in a different position room, and even having leadership positions in your mission. It really helps you be a better teammate, focus more on what's important to you, and maybe getting to know plays and just like getting to know the gospel. So physically, it may not help you as much, but mentally, spiritually, and definitely being more mature comes a long way when you're on the mission. And it definitely translates when you gets back home and becomes a full-time BYU football player. So it's definitely it's a lot different, but it's also very similar in its own right.
So you're telling me you didn't come back from Samoa swole? You weren't just like ready to play football?
You could ask Elder Fun. I was very skinny, but I came back and I worked hard. So I learned that on my mission to work hard and actually have a work ethic. So I tried to get in the weight room and tried to eat as much as possible, but I didn't come back super swole or fast or strong, but now I feel like I'm there today. So
right on. Okay, well, let's keep it going with that. What's been the biggest challenge for you in transitioning back from a mission amidst a global pandemic, no less?
Yeah, so luckily I played last year, so it was pretty nice, and I had my own played 3 games, which is really good. The redshirt rule is huge for a lot of red shirts. We see like Keanu, Carter Wheat, Jackson McChesney, a lot of guys that were able to play in a lot of games, or at least some games that will help translate to this year also. So, but coming back, it's just like getting to know, like remembering plays and probably more of the mental aspect, which is tough. The mission definitely helps you kind of work hard to get back at it. But just remembering how to block, how to catch, like remembering all those things that you kind of forget after 2 years, it kind of takes a while. So I'm excited. I was excited to actually like get some experience so it will translate to last year. But I mean, it's a definitely hard thing coming off a mission, and no RM should really expect to come back and be where they were before. It's really tough, but as long as you work hard and have that mindset that you can do it, then you can definitely do it. So
you use the word expect. In terms of expectations, what type of role do you expect to play in this offense this upcoming season?
Yeah, so Matt's definitely obviously the one. Matt's the freaking best tight end in college football, so Matt's going to be the guy for sure. But I just want to help out the team as best as I can. I want to block. I want to catch some routes when I can and play special teams. I'll do anything for the team. I want to be like one of those very reliable guys that, you can put Rex in and he'll make a play for us. So I want to be that guy alongside Bushman or Carter, like as many tight ends as we play, that we'll just help out the team and be that physical presence, blocking, catching tight end, a good all-around tight end that BYU wants to see.
You know, certainly in your family, you're well aware of this, but when you look at certain positions at BYU, there's certain positions that have a lot of players that have done quite well, and the tight end position is one of them, just a long line of great tight ends. What is it like to be a tight end at BYU where the history is so strong?
Yeah, it's crazy. Over the quarantine, we got to talk to like Dennis Pitta. Chad Lewis is always around. My dad obviously is on my case sometimes, but we've got a lot of good alumni, a lot of good tight ends that they've definitely played at the highest level, NFL. And that's where all of the tight end room wants to be when we want to go to the highest level and be like one of those better tight ends that BYU remembers. So we want to be like Dennis Pitta, the Utua Milis, the Chad Lewis's, all those great tight ends that came from BYU. They've done it. We want to be just like them. So it's really cool. It's really a good experience being able to talk to those guys that have been around the program and know what BYU's like, and then they could give you advice, and then they could also help you reach to your highest potential. So those guys they're always around the program and they love BYU, so they're willing to help us, which is cool.
Isaac, my last question is, do you want to be like Byron Rex at BYU?
No, I want to be Isaac Rex. I love my dad, and he loves when you guys talk about him. So stop talking about him because it gets to his head.
Oh, he's a great support to the show. He was obviously a great tight end at BYU, but I guarantee he wants you to be better than he was.
No, I know. My dad, he was a beast. He is still a great father and a great husband to my mom, and he's like my idol. So I do want to be like my dad, but I also want to put a little twist on things, maybe switch it up, and you guys say Isaac Rex instead of Byron Rex son one of these days.
Hey, I'm fine with that, Isaac. We'll start that motion now. And for the record, you averaged 23 yards a catch, man. I don't think your dad averaged 23 yards a catch.
I'm still 100%, 1 for 1.
That's right, baby. That's right.
You can't get any better than that, Isaac.
1 for 1, baby, right here.
Hey, we're looking forward to year number 2 in BYU football. And, congratulations on a successful redshirt campaign, but big things ahead for you, man. Stay healthy, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
You got it. Isaac Rex on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, you know why, we show how.